I've put in 3 commencement notices, or maybe 4 commencement notices within the last week, and they're in relation to, firstly, to the Newport sewerage scheme, where the raw sewage is flowing out into the sea, to try and get accountability from the Minister on that, or to get a status update of what was happening, what was being done to address it. We're not allowed to I got the correspondence back to say that the Minister wouldn't be answerable for that. Then I went to another Minister and I got the same correspondence back. It really worries me. I put in the other one in relation to water, and that was in relation to the Lough Mask regional water supply and the extension from Westport to Newport. Again, that had to be ruled out of order because the Minister couldn't come in before the House to do that. And yet you have these communities that are left in a situation, like all around Croagh Patrick, the dilemma of whether Croagh Patrick is going to be closed down or not for Reek Sunday, and the community around it, because they don't have water. And nobody will give them answers in this day and age as to why the extension to the Lough Mask water scheme didn't go ahead, and where it is now in terms of the investment category. And I was at a meeting of several hundred people last week in relation to this, and they talk about, the local teacher talked about children not being able to wash their hands and toilets not being able to flush. Businessmen and women talked about the opportunities that were lost there, the jobs that were a threat, and all of that. And people talked in the community about them having a right to water as well, and yet I can't bring a Minister in here to the Shannon to answer questions around it. So maybe you could answer that for me as well, because I think if anything we've learned in the last week is, or the last few weeks, is accountability, and the lack of accountability where these responsibilities are put over on state agencies and then they're removed from government and government responsibility, and I think it's something we need to look at.